power. Hey, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the Z-Man, the Mud Shark, coming live and direct from Florida. With me, as always, in Cincinnati, my motherfucker, Tyler. Tyler, how are ya?
Good. Warm.
Warm.
Not as warm as you, but warm.
We have a nice breeze down here today. I went on my morning bike ride, and I was like, this is nice. This is real nice.
We got to watch out for alligators down there. I saw one the other day.
Where?
It was just Tampa. There's one just roaming down the road, I guess. A 9-footer.
There was an alligator in Tampa?
Yeah, dude. Like a 9-footer.
I haven't seen this.
I guess road? right down the road from whatever the Bucks stadium is called.
Raymond James Stadium, the home of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, right. Congrats.
I'm excited. I think this is his last, we'll see what you got before we make you a backup.
Exactly what it is, dude. This is his last chance.
Yeah, there it is. There's a video of wow. Yeah, there was an alligator.
They're just arresting an alligator.
9-foot alligator roaming the streets of Tampa. What road was it?
It's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a 9-foot alligator. Wow, I didn't see that. Yeah, it was right by Raymond James Stadium.
How far away are you from that?
3 miles.
Everyone knows your address anyways. So
I know. It's sending me coleslaw. Literally 3 miles away. That's crazy. It was northbound traffic on North Howard Avenue. I know where that's at. It was arrested by Tampa police.
Get on the ground.
What's up, Zen's producer? Ladies and gentlemen, hit like if you can on this video. We got a good show for you coming up. And if you're over on the Facebook, come on over to YouTube. It's a better party. It's a better hang. You can get in the conversations. You can talk shit. It's all there. Oh, you just sent me the story here. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got.
You think the Tampa police were more humane with the alligator than they are people of color?
I don't know if the Tampa police, and I've met the Tampa police in person.
Right. Surprised they didn't call you.
They're lovely people. I don't want to seek ill will of the Tampa police. Is this story up here on the screen?
Yeah, that top video should play I think at least a video of them arresting it.
I'm kind of curious if you guys don't mind me.
My taxes with confidence.
All right, let's get this dumb commercial out of here.
And
That's our sponsor there, TurboTax.
Situation in Tampa. Come look at this. Authorities had to capture an
Wow.
alligator in the middle of the road.
Oh man, brave.
And he just jumped right on top of that gator. They say he was going for a stroll on North Howard Avenue.
I think that's the
and
cop that
West
arrested me.
Street.
I'm not joking.
They
They tape your mouth shut too?
This is exactly how I got arrested.
They
threw you in a pickup?
If they didn't respond in time.
They threw him in a...
Alligators are out.
Look at this guy.
Oh, he loves it.
Goddamn, I just saw a goddamn alligator. I was like, somebody call the Tampa Police Department.
Well, are you going to kill it or can I keep it?
I'm going to make some boots out of that sumbitch.
Officials say if you see
Damn.
an alligator in the middle of the road or in a residential area, all you need to do is call law enforcement. They will come out and safely remove the gator.
Oh, that's good to know. So next time I see...
Sponsored by Under Armour there, man.
What's that?
It's a Tampa Police sponsored by Under Armour. Did you see that?
I didn't see
an
that.
Under Armour hat.
Wow.
It's rocking.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm going to be on the lookout for some alligators when I go for my butt. After we do the show, I'm going to go over to Whole Foods, which is near there. I'll keep my eye on some alligators.
Yeah, got to. Gator, look out.
Jump in the chat if you guys will. If you guys want to have some fun, you can talk shit. I have a moderator, but they don't do anything. I don't want them to do anything. We're not like Steel Toe. I don't have 50,000 people getting blocked. That's not how we roll here at Sit Down Zumock.
Is he still calling you out?
They have this thing called the 2-week, it's called the Tampa Papers, where these shit shows, essentially they're not allowed to talk to me for 2 weeks, hoping that I will go away. I think that's the planning.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll just disappear and go into obscurity because they're not talking about me.
Congrats, dude.
These are the shows. Who are these podcasts? Steel Toe Morning Show, Cardiff, Ski Mask, Ray DeVito.
What happened with Cardiff now?
BY. He weirded me out. He's just kind of weird.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's just a thing. Rumblecat, 550. Mama says the alligators are ornery because they got them all. Because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. That's pretty funny.
I like it.
Little zinger.
Like it. It's worth the Canadian 550.
A little Canadian zinger. I like it. So yeah, they're not talking about me, and they think I'm gonna go away. But I don't know if you know what's going on. We did a podcast this weekend with Godfrey. We did Cumia's Cucks. I don't know if you are aware.
Did Godfrey do the hype train with you?
Dude, Godfrey was on the hype train. And it was epic. And you can go watch that. It's up on Patreon and members only. It was one of the best hype trains. I know a lot of people were pissed I didn't do one yesterday, but when you do one with Godfrey and you kill it,
right,
you can't top it. It's like going backwards.
So you dragged Godfrey into this too, huh?
Well, Godfrey has a little issue with Cumia and his racism.
Oh, weird. I didn't know that about Cumia.
And he's very vocal about it. He's talked about it. And
Cumia and his racism.
Yeah. And it's just like his whole thing is if you're gonna say it in front of my face. Don't say it like in the confines of your video game system or in your compound media.
Right.
Like say it to my fucking face, and he won't do it. And that's his point. So we did a whole podcast just trashing Cumia, and I guess Cumia responded. It started with Bill Burr getting Cumia thrown out of the Comedy Cellar. Did you hear that about this?
No, Bill's over Cumia too.
Well, Bill's been over Cumia. Apparently, Bill Burr was in town doing the Patrice O'Neal benefit, which he does every single year.
Every year. Good on him.
It was great. Yeah, it was a great lineup. He had Dice on there, David Tell, you name it, they're all there. So Cumia is drunk at the Cellar, not realizing where he stands anymore because he's out of touch. Every sip of Budweiser he takes, he dips further and further of self-awareness. He doesn't know what he's doing or who he is at this point.
Hey, me too, though. Me too.
So, it's Club Soda Kenny. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he used to be Dice's security back in the day. Now he's Bill Burr's security. He's Amy Schumer's security. He ushers in Amy Schumer because, she's in town. She's going to do a set at the Cellar, and he's yelling at Kenny, and Kenny's ignoring him because he's with his client.
Yeah.
Then Cumia sees Bill Burr at the table. He goes, I'm going to go squash things with Bill Burr after he called his wife ugly, not attractive, an animal, everything you could say wrong. And I don't know if you know this, Bill's wife's black.
Right.
So him being in a drunken stupor, thinking, I'm just going to squash it. He'll say sorry. Bill's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And Club Soda Kenny takes Cumia and throws him out of the Comedy Cellar. Like, legitimately makes a scene. And from what I hear, banned for good now.
So Cumia's not big enough to be on TMZ then? I'd like to see that.
Well, let's do this. You said let's do the mailbag of assholes.
Yeah.
I didn't get the mailbag of assholes this week. Nobody sent me anything nasty. It was all positive, which was very rare.
Yeah.
But Addicted to Profit sent me this DM with this video, which is essentially mailbag of assholes coming from Anthony Cumia.
Perfect.
Do you follow?
Got it.
All right, let's get it. This is from his show yesterday. I have not watched this, but apparently Anthony is addressing us today, me and Godfrey. So here we go.
Element.
Tell
Nerds
me,
Element
you want me to
decides
pause?
they're not emotional. But I have had it with these pretentious, self-indulgent, holier-than-thou, judgmental douchebags that call themselves comedians.
Now, is he speaking about me and
funny guy?
Is he speaking about me and Godfrey? I don't know.
That's what I was going to ask. And so this was today?
This was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
On his show. And I guess he goes off on me and Godfrey, but is he speaking about Godfrey or just comics in general? Because he used to be friends with all these comics. He loved these comics. These comics made O&A.
These comics gave him the money he has.
Yeah, it made him
the money he's blowing through.
Yeah, and so he doesn't like comics, but I don't know if he's thinking about me and Godfrey. We're far from social justice warriors or anything. If anything, I'm the opposite. I talk shit. I talk shit on Bert Kreischer. Like, what do you want?
I've had it with these fucks. How do you pretend to be a person that will go on stage and do comedy, and then you're going to be judgmental. Most of these people are borderline sociopaths, first of all. They're sexual deviants. They're fucking drug addicts.
He's pretty much describing Gino. You're surprised. You're describing one of your paid employees, buddy.
Right. And that's just my staff.
That's just the people I give money to.
Then I'm going to be judged because of nothing more than what I say. Literally just what I say. You want to call me racist, homophobic, whatever. What, because I'm talking about stuff? I've never gone out and done anything to people that I've had a problem with, the way a group of people...
No, you've only threatened to shoot them with your gun. Like, he's so out of touch. I mean, the problem with Anthony is he doesn't have a reality around him. You know, he has fuck you money, or what's left of it.
Right.
He goes to this show he pays everybody there, all his ball washers. He hangs around ball washers, and then he goes home to this girl with daddy issues who's blowing through his money. He has no reality. So he doesn't understand it.
That happens on every level, right? Like whether it's Cumia or an athlete or a singer, when you surround yourself with just the yes people, like they're just after your money, right? And they're going to say yes to whatever you're doing, and you're the best and you're the greatest, and your green screen studio doesn't look like ass. Like, you know, that's...
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Tyler, make sure I Venmo you too. $5 for Tyler's artistry as a photographer.
Hey, thanks. It's been a while since I've picked up a camera, actually.
Is your work online? How does he know about it, Carlos Danger?
Yeah, there's probably something on that website. There's a lot of old... It's so outdated. I got to pay to update it in 4 days, and I'm probably just going to let it run out. I don't know. I don't really use the website for anything.
Well, you can get some freelance work out of it, right?
I know, but like I don't do any freelance work. And if I see any freelance work come my way, I'm also just kind of like, I'm busy.
You're busy, yeah. This guy, Girth Brooks, he's a member. You could sign up to become a member. And if you're tuning in now, please hit like. And this will be up on Patreon later today. Sign up to the Patreon because apparently, according to Kevin Brennan, if you're not on Patreon, he can't see the numbers, you're not doing well.
Ooh.
But Girth Brooks says you could still be a racist by words. You don't have to lynch someone to be a racist. Cumia is so cringe. And that's right. I mean, there's countless videos of him saying, I mean, go follow him on Twitter. I mean,
it's like a classic older dude who's just, like you said, like just getting out of touch. Getting out of touch with things.
So
acts in a civil society. I've never done anything. I've literally only talked about it.
He claims
only talked about
claims to be, you know, we're all Jim Norton. He claims is his best friend, and he's saying comics are out of, you know, like it's just
right,
dude. What's all right? I won't stop.
And the judgment I fucking get because of me just talking about it is, by the way, some people want to punch me in the head, punch me in the face, beat the shit out of me, prevent me from being in a place, in a club, in a whatever, a venue. That's the logical, reasonable response to me just voicing an opinion.
Now, let me respond. Godfrey was on this podcast saying Cumia needs to get his ass kicked. That's all he said. He's going to get his ass whooped. It's going to happen. So he never said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to punch Anthony. I'm going to kick his ass. So Anthony's so far removed from reality. He's just creating this narrative on his own. So Godfrey never threatened violence to him. He says he's going to get it. He kind of more or less said, someone's going to pop off on this dude one day, and that's what it is.
Yeah, that's a fair take.
I do a show. I've been doing this since I was 18. I've been doing this for quite some time. And all I've done is spoken about things I've seen, things I've lived, things I've heard, things I've done, and convey that to viewers now and listeners then. in
All right, get
hopefully
to-
some type
get
of
to me. Get to me
entertaining
already.
I was
would
gonna
you?
say, can you imagine being just the dude in the booth having to
Never
record
inciting
this?
violence. I've never
Brother.
asked for violence. Obviously, jokingly on the O&A show with Jim, we've always made jokes about domestic violence and things like that. But again,
Just jokes, though.
obviously, jokes.
All right.
Obviously. Never
Parody
done it.
has that freedom
What's that?
in
But obviously, those
in this
domestic
country,
violence things are just jokes. I've never
something
done
so
it.
ridiculous, obviously, that no reasonable person would think it was real. It falls under the protection of the First Amendment and parody.
All right.
So obviously there are some instances like that, but they're few and far between. For the most part, they're opinions that I have based on my own opinions, by the way. that I have based
Screaming
on
the
things I've
N-word
seen, heard, read,
on playing video games?
all that stuff.
That's your
put
opinion?
together. So when I say things on this show and on previous shows and whatnot, and people
Get
are
to the fucking.
Yeah, man.
to the point
Jesus
where they
Christ.
want to physically assault me,
Here we go.
and you're going to be the judge. You're going to judge what's right and decent in the world.
Today, Junior.
Take out your brand of justice on me. It so fits in 2023 America, where everything is fuck ass backwards. So yeah, someone talking.
All right. This guy, Joseph, was it Goebbels? What's it say?
Yeah, that's what I would think. Goebbels.
Just
Gobbles.
Just words like Cumia was pretty funny too. You remember when Kramer was going off on the N-word at the Laugh
yeah.
Factory? He's like,
Oh,
those
yeah.
words. And he was trying to turn it into something. You're like, nah, dude, you got.
Voicing opinions is met by somebody that wants to literally physically perpetrate violence against me.
Hit like,
Because
everybody.
I'm a piece of shit for saying
Hit
what I'm
like
saying.
on the video.
They're not a piece of shit for wanting to beat the shit out of me.
Become a member.
But I'll tell you another thing. I'll go wherever the fuck I want. I don't stay away from places. I walk right in, and that's what's happening to with this Burr situation. That's what it was. I was at the cellar, saw him, and what am I gonna sneak a picture of him like fake Opie at the restaurant? So people could go, oh, that was real. Wait a minute. Why didn't you go up and say something? You should have got. And again, I'm not taking my advice.
By the way, I heard from a few people, this is just a side note, that Bill Burr is on the outs with Bert. He doesn't like Bert anymore.
Who?
Bert Kreischer. I heard
Who
Bill
doesn't
Burr.
like him? Bill doesn't?
Bill Burr. I heard he ended
I
the
could see how
podcast.
Bill could get, irritated with him.
Like he was
for
just
sure.
annoyed. Like he was annoyed by him.
They're very much not the same
No.
personality. But, neither is Tom Segura, but at least I think Tom feels more comfortable just, shitting on Bert in front of his face.
Right. All right. Let me get to me.
Advice from a social media
I'm gonna get.
was for somebody you've known forever. I've known Kenny forever.
Club Soda Kenny's the one who threw him
And
out.
Yeah.
for there not to even be any kind of conversation there.
Because you
Hey,
were a
look.
drunk asshole.
Look, this isn't the time or place. Just take a seat, leave.
Club
whatever
Soda
you
Kenny
want.
just did his job. That's all he did.
But,
He just did his
no.
job.
It's
He's
not how
taking
they
care of
work.
his clients.
These fucks would love you to believe they're so amazingly open about everything.
Why
You
doesn't
know,
he just
comics are
name
the
people?
new philosophers. And
I don't know who he's talking about.
Fuck, man.
He's trying to shit on comics, and it's just like comics made you a multimillionaire. Louis C.K., Patrice O'Neill, Jim Norton. The list goes on and on. Bobby Kelly, Rich Voss, Nick DiPaolo. These guys made you what you're not a comedian. As much as you think Ant's this brilliant mind, he's not a comic. I saw him do stand-up at DabbleCon. He's terrible. He sucks. He's not good at it.
Are this. Comics are just as big a fucking business-oriented hypocrites as politicians. As fucking shit politicians. They have their
Patrick?
little cliques and groups, and they have to adhere to the rules of their little group, because this one won't let you get in. You can't open, you can't middle, you can't feature for this guy if you're, this guy.
He's certainly not talking about me.
Club owner won't have you in because this guy, but you guys are all fucking tough. Ooh, look out. rebels.
He's shitting on comics.
He's been stewing about this shit.
This is obviously
Still unclear what the fuck he's talking about.
he's pissed because Nick DiPaolo doesn't fuck with him anymore. This was coming from Godfrey about Nick DiPaolo. Fucking Bobby Kelly's not coming around. Bill doesn't want nothing to do with him. He's pissed. And he's delusional because he surrounds himself with garbage. These fucking low-level ball washers. This Steel Toe, this Carl Dorkin Rochester, Cornball, Gino, Chrissy. This is why he's pissed. This is why he's not happy.
Just on one of the newer episodes of the, Matt and Shane's secret podcast, Shane Gillis. I don't remember what exactly the topic was they were talking about, but Matt slid in a little Cumia thing. It was like, oh, what did Cumia have to say about it? And there was a good, little back and forth with them of just like, well, if Cumia had to say, I mean, I don't know. Have you seen his Twitter? You go down that rabbit hole. You know, there's just, everyone knows who Cumia is. Matt and Shane are just shitting on him too. Not like straight up shitting on him, but just like everyone is very aware.
Yeah, everyone I talk to are very well of Anthony and his antics, and they're staying away from the guy, period. Dude, Kevin Brennan's staying away from him. So I don't think he realizes the reality of the situation here. When Kevin Brennan finds you toxic, wow! You might want to change some things. Something.
Oh, I got my mic and I got my stage and I'm a rebel and I'm ready to faggots, just faggots.
All right.
You're not tough. You're not individual.
Neither are you.
You're not rebellious. You're a bunch of corporate-run puppets that march in line to whatever the fuck agenda is going.
How could he act like a tough guy with this little collared shirt and his short sleeves, his little outfit, his little boy outfit? I mean, come on, dude. No one's afraid of you. You're 61, drunk? You're drunk at the wheel.
Going on? And whatever people need to hear out of you. Make me laugh, jester. Make me laugh, puppet. That's what you fucks are.
Are you describing Jim Norton, Anthony, your pal, your buddy? Because you're just calling out all these comics like we're terrible people. I don't get it.
And anyone says anything that's off your little reservation with your buddies, they're persona non grata because you're so fucking tough. And I understand. I say
his ego is bruised because Bill Burr humiliated him in front of Keith Robinson, people that used to come on his show. And a Club Soda Kenny threw him out like a little boy, and his ego is bruised. This is narcissism. He's angry because he's not allowed to sit at the cool kids table anymore. He has to hang out with Carl from Rochester and Chrissy. That's what he has to do. So this is all projection, this coping.
Here, someone said 1550 is where he talks about you.
1550? Thank you.
Thank God. I can't do another 5 minutes of this.
I know. Jesus. Fucking long-winded, drunk rambling. 1550. Here, all right, we'll get here we go.
I am being threatened with physical violence because I have decided to speak my piece.
Thank you, Stan.
About things. And this guy can't take it. He supposedly gets up on stage and voices his take on things. And if anyone threatened him with violence, they'd be thrown out of the club, called an asshole. Maybe you'd hit him. I don't know. I don't know what you'd do.
Hit like everybody.
But just because I'm speaking, I'm doing what I do and talk about. You chalk that up to as something that should be met with physical violence.
All right.
And then you threaten.
This guy's supposed to be like a legendary broadcaster, but all he's doing is repeating himself over and over and over.
That if I come into a certain
all right, we're almost at 1550
establishment,
yeah,
that you're what is this Godfrey's Comedy Cellar down in the Village? They should change the sign. Godfrey's Comedy Cellar.
I mean, he's been working the club for 25 years. He closes it out pretty much every night. He's in L.A. right now, shooting stuff with Nick Cannon. But say what you want about Godfrey. I mean, he's a New York legend. The guy's a legend, and that's not even ball washing. That's a fact. I mean, I sat in the same room of Dave Chappelle's house with Godfrey, and Dave Chappelle said, I was always jealous of you, Godfrey. I saw it. I was the eyewitness. So.
No, it's not. And by the way, I do fully expect the boss to tell me I shouldn't ever go in there.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I do expect the owner to do that. But it ain't Godfrey. It ain't fucking Godfrey. So let's play a little clip of Godfrey
Oh, this is going to be weird.
talking about me with
Hey, it's
dumb shit
me.
over here.
Look,
First of all, you want to squash? That's it.
look, Tyler, it's me.
Look at that. Congrats, dude. You made it.
We're advertising Steel Toe
I
Morning.
know. What the fuck are you doing?
And Godfrey doesn't even know what the fuck this is.
That's
He has
better
no
off-
idea what Steel Toe is.
Dear God.
It's all phony. You want to come and squash a beef about you dogging my wife on public platforms, and then you're going to come to a dead black man's benefit. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here.
And plus he was-
don't ever come to the cellar again, or you'll get beat the fuck up. So, Anthony, keep it moving, dude.
And plus, so he cuts it off here. He cuts it off here. Godfrey says, I'm not going to do it. He knows like guys like Dante, they all want to kick his ass. It's like Godfrey never said, I'm going to do this. So that's where he's twisting it, and he cuts it off right here.
Keep it moving, dude. All right, so a couple of things there. Obviously, he's talking about Bill Burr. I talk shit about his wife on platform. Look,
Yeah, if you say someone's wife's ugly and she looks like an ant, you're going to be pissed. I mean, would you be pissed, Tyler? You're married.
Yeah, my wife's a gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
She's
so-
very nice. Leave her alone.
So Bill Burr has every right in the world to be mad at this guy. Like he's legitimate. And he's certainly not going to squash it when some drunk guy just comes walking up to him at a club he gets passed at and you're not.
Well, and it's also, I mean, he's also targeting, Bill Burr's wife who's black, and Cumia can't do anything without a racist undertone. So, yeah, there's a lot to it. That's not an easy, just like, water under the bridge situation.
Yeah.
I didn't talk shit about Bill Burr's wife. The listeners were doing that. This is initially.
I have video. I played it on my show of him saying she's ugly. She looks like an ant.
Once I got fired in 2014 from SiriusXM, having an instance where a black woman assaulted me in Times Square, and I walked away from the situation. I talked about it. I talked about a problem with a jump to violence in the community.
Look at him trying to.
And I was summarily fired for my racist diatribe, which is hilarious because now it's all anyone could talk about is the violence going on. And
You know why he got fired from SiriusXM?
What was it?
He would go to Times Square and videotape, take photos of black women. And it's real creepy.
Yeah.
And then he goes on Twitter and calls them animals, and it's just like, yeah, dude. Yeah, you
Just
work for
spending
a
time.
you work for a corporation. They're not cool with that stuff. I worked for iHeart. I know they're not cool about anything.
need to stop it somehow. But, racist diatribe. So when the listeners of the Opie and Anthony show, and then subsequently this program on Compound Media, had seen what comics were supporting me and which ones were alienating me because of this supposed racism and racist tirade, they started jumping on the comics. And this isn't just Bill. Holy fuck. Every single comic that had ever done the Opie and Anthony show was met with our fans somehow getting in touch with them through social media or what have you, and asking if they support Anthony. I appreciate the shit out of it.
All
I
right.
like that the fans were
Get to the
motivated to want to know who was still
Good
Adam, come on here
Lord.
and support me. I get it. One of my best friends. So it's not just the action of not supporting me that was in place. I understood the motivation there. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't want anyone to just put their
All right.
and even the real point there.
I got to get to the part of me.
And they let people know. And they said, with the fans going after his wife for Bill not supporting me.
This is another thing. Like, he creates this whole culture of all this shit online with these Carls and these steel toes. And when he sees the fans piling on, he jumps on the pile-on. That's exactly what happened with me and Anthony. When Chrissy, Frank, And then when Carl and Rochester started piling on, he saw that and he started piling on me. That's how he has no loyalty to anyone. He just goes where the pile on is. Because I used to go on a show. You can Google my appearances on Opie and Compound Media, Anthony Cumia show. He's laughing out of his chair at shit I'm saying. And now he's saying I'm not funny. I stink. Nobody knows me. But meanwhile, he was always happy to have me on. Always had me on. Promoted the shit out of my album. So he's full of shit.
After the firing of 2014.
And I tried to be loyal to this guy. I did.
Bill then tells me in LA, he goes, you didn't even like stick up for her or say,
All right, he's talking about his wife.
Please call in serious questions only. Serious questions.
All right, he's talking
Throwing
about
monkey wrenches into my brother's career, my sister, my family, me, friends.
You won't take responsibility
Same
for any
deal.
of this.
I've had to deal with it. You saw all those comics perform.
Man, oh man.
Bill wasn't ready to accept that.
Get to me.
I think Bill was ready to accept it, though.
I think you'd be disappointed to find out he doesn't mention you once.
He really just gets right to the point and goes, based on the fans having said what they said, it's a lot easier to tell Anthony that you can't work with him anymore than it is to go home to a pissed off wife. Agenda, as most black people do, to their history and people.
Why is he always talking about race? It's just like,
Can't
at
help
one
it.
point, why can't you own that you're just a racist piece of shit? At what
Never
point
had.
did he said he's supposed to talk about me, but I don't feel like even like looking for it at this point.
No.
I
don't
heard
think you're on there.
he basically said Godfrey's career's not going well because he did my podcast and I'm unfunny. And he said the only reason anyone's
Godfrey always answers your calls. He's done your podcast many a time throughout the years. So I think Godfrey's just fine.
I've known the guy for almost 20 years. He's my legit friend. Like, we're friends.
Right.
I mean,
right,
I don't know
right.
what else to say. I mean, we're friends, and that's what it is. And he's taken responsibility. The only reason there's eyes on me right now and people subscribe and signed up to my Patreon is because of him and Carl in Rochester for talking about me.
Right.
Listen, they all tried to pile on, and I didn't fight back at first. And when I started fighting back, that's when I started getting subscribers. That's when I started getting Patreons. So he's delusional. They were talking about me, but I wasn't doing anything. Until I started pointing out their bullshit, that's when people started signing up. So I did this myself. You talk about me all day. I can give a fuck if you talk about me or you don't talk about me. Where do you stand on this?
I just want to know what their numbers are like at Compound because it can't be good.
No.
Can't be good. I mean, how long was that? Like that was 30 minutes or so of just vomit talk.
Yeah. Just running around, talking, repeating. You know, he's supposed to be this legendary broadcaster, and he's just drawing it out, talking out. It's just unbelievable. I don't know. Like, so all you guys can, you can suck up to Cumia, but it's a bad look for you. That's all I'm going to say. If you're subscribed to this guy, I'm sorry, man. I mean, comics just don't want to be around you, Anthony. Clip it, Bex. Send it to them. They just don't want to be around.
It seems like that number's growing as well, just from like other podcasts that I've, heard them talking about it and whatnot.
I don't know if this is the real Patrick. 200 logins a month at Compound through the website. Let's honestly believe it. That's not a good sign if that's true.
It's not a lot.
It's not a good website. It's not a good show. I mean, it's falling apart. This Galactic Wrestling Federation says Anthony's phoning it in. He had a nice run. Yeah, it's over,
Yeah, and that's fair. You know what? It'd be better off if he just admitted that. You know how I don't ever look at any article that I send to you? I'm just like, this could be funny. I phone it in.
Speaking of, you sent me this. This is weird. I don't know.
What is this?
First of all, did you see this? This bothers me. Am I allowed to be bothered by this? I played it the other day, but Bert Kreischer was in Cleveland over the weekend, and I'm a huge Cavs fan, Browns fan. I used to be an Indians fan. So he played Rocket
You're not
Mortgage
a Guardians
Field.
fan?
No. I can't support cancel culture. So
I'm still an Indians fan.
I'm an Indians fan. Yeah. I don't know what the Guardians. So Burt Kreischer played Rocket Mortgage Field, where the Cavs are going to be playing the Knicks first round. It's going to be fun.
Coming up Saturday.
Shout out to my guys, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell.
Go get him.
Go get him. Evan Mobley. All right. So look at this. This pisses me off to no end. This fat fuck is throwing out the first pitch, something I always wanted to do.
Jersey? Oh, man.
Of course, he has to, let's stay true to the brand.
I just wonder how many people are there like, who the fuck is this fat guy taking his shirt off?
Like, Bert's famous, but he's not famous, if that makes sense.
No, not to like families and shit. Like there's there's a handful of people there for sure. More than a handful, let's be fair, that know who he is. But there's so many more people there just like, who is this fat guy on the mound? That's what happens with almost every first pitch. That's just all you got to do is reach out.
Yeah,
they'll let you do it. They have.
I got Alan Cox the first pitch at the Indians game because we were a new show and I was doing like in-park hosting, just filling. Mm-hmm. And I knew the people in promotions and everything. And I said, hey, I thought it'd be good promotion for the show to have Alan. I was a team player. I should have got it for myself, but I said, nah, let's have the host of the show throughout the first pitch. And he's a White Sox fan.
You're a good man.
I was a good man. I'm not as cool as the Dalai Lama, though.
Oh.
What the fuck's going on with your boy? This your boy?
This is not my boy, but this is a funny story. I mean, the guy's a creep. I don't know.
How old is the Dalai Lama?
Is that what you address him as, is the Dalai Lama?
Apologize after video surfaces him asking a boy to suck my tongue.
Meet the Press now. Streaming weekdays.
Isn't that a Red Hot Chili Peppers song?
News Now.
Oh, sorry.
Dalai Lama has apologized after a video surfaced in which he appears to show him attempting to kiss a young boy on the lips and then asking the boy to suck his tongue. That incident took place at a public event on February 28th. Now, in Tibetan culture, sticking out one's tongue is a sign of respect or agreement, but
he's making up rules as he gets older so he can be a creep.
Yeah.
Give to me, sweet sacred bitch, your mouth was made to suck my kiss.
Video, which has been making the rounds on social media.
Oh, baby, think you can be my girl, I'll be your man.
Posted on the Dalai Lama's
Is he on Twitter?
Account reads in part, His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused.
How many
it goes on to say
followers does the Dalai Lama have on Twitter? Does he have a smartphone?
He must.
Let's find out how many.
How amazing is that?
Amazing,
and
like
yet,
in a good way?
No, in a wild fucking way. He gets to just continue doing his thing. He's like, guys, I was just trying to be playful. That's my bad.
And he gets a pat. How old's the Dalai Lama? Can you look that up?
Yeah, let's try and figure that out.
I know MCA from the Beastie Boys got into that Buddhist shit.
87 years old. You know what? Suck the guy's tongue. He's 87.
How much? Dalai Lama. I'm going to see how many Twitter followers he has. Dalai Lama. Fuck. Forget it.
He's the 14th Dalai Lama.
We're at 87 likes, according
Ooh.
Girth Brooks. That's fun. I always like to hit 100.
His actual name is Lhamo.
What if it was Steve?
Lamo. Thondup.
Is this really Patrick in here? I'm about to make mine 8th Cuban sandwich this week. There was never a class action lawsuit, you clown. Keep piping yourself full. Well, he is. It might be him because he's from Tampa, and Cuban sandwiches are big down here. You ever had a Cuban sandwich?
Fucking delicious. Yeah, I'm obsessed with them.
They're very good. I have a nice Cuban place right next door. Actually, the very first thing I ate when I moved here was a Cuban. Gladwell 8 made it for me. According to Dislabeled, it's a fake. Okay, so it isn't Patrick. All right.
Who knows?
Who cares? If you're just tuning in, this will be up on Patreon. Go sign up to my Patreon so Kevin doesn't make fun of it, everybody. Because if he doesn't see the numbers, that means you're not doing well. And I have a lot of people that signed up for memberships, but he can't see that, so I'm not doing well.
Well, that's why Kevin moved away from Cumia, because he saw the compound numbers. He was like, shit.
No, there's just no buzz on that network anymore. I mean, it's a wrap. I used to go on there and people text me, and then the last couple times I went on there, nobody said shit. This guy was 78 years old, and he
This is a woman, a 78-year-old woman.
Oh shit!
Who's done this twice before?
What does she do?
Robbed a fucking bank. This is her third time.
I mean, she go in there with a gun, like heat.
I don't know if she had a gun, but she just does the typical passes an envelope. Like, she knows what she's doing, right? It says right there. She
Does she wear a president's mask?
Sent over a robbery note, demanded 13,000 small bills, and added at the bottom, "Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you." So she's still an old woman at heart.
I mean, she's a polite bank robber. Now, did they catch her?
I mean, they must have, because there's a story about it, right?
Yeah. They're going to make a...
She smelled strongly of alcohol when officers stopped her less than 3 miles. I don't know where it went.
Oh, sorry. Too many ads.
Is that her? Oh,
That's her, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
78 years old, just stuck in her way.
Listen, you know what? It just shows you, no matter how old you get, you could still be young at heart and rob banks.
Yeah, they caught her less than 2 miles away with cash scattered on the car's floorboard.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
I think it's kind of cool. She, let's see here. It says she also was convicted of robbing a California bank in 1977 and one in the Kansas City suburb of Lee's Summit in 2020. So she took a break for a long time.
Yeah, she took some time off. She definitely took some time off. Johnny Rando says, "Get ad blocker, Chad. Respect the audience." Yeah, I should do that, right?
I don't know. They're popping up anyways.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. We're doing our best over here. Hit like, hit subscribe on the channel, jump in the chat. Looks like everyone's going crazy. I don't know what's going on. I look over there and it's a bunch of fake accounts and subscribers, but I appreciate the support. And you can get yourself a membership, gift a membership. All right, this one, Florida. I like Florida. That's where I live, right?
That's right.
Florida teacher busted for hosting student brawls in class.
Dude, middle school teacher too.
Was it like Fight Club?
Basically, yeah. She said, what'd she say? She was like, no screaming, no crying, and and no phones, no recording, because we can't get caught. And then she lets the kids fight.
Just fight each other, huh?
Just fucking fight.
The footage showed her laying down the
Tallahassee.
rules. In Tallahassee, that's not far. Oh, is that the teacher?
Yeah.
Interesting. Angie Footman. Here's the school. Here's Fight Club. There's no rules. She was arrested on Friday and released. Footman is slated to be arraigned on the charges early next month, according to court documents. All right, well, listen.
Yeah, she's kind of fucked.
I remember my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. White. She spanked and paddled Lucretia Wade in front of the class because her parents gave Mrs. White permission. It was terrifying because she was spanking as hard as she could. She gave him 20 slaps right in front of the whole class. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I'd never had any sort of stories like that. I think like by the time I was in school, all that shit was kind of sorted out. You know, not allowed to do any of that anymore.
Yeah, I mean it was a different time. Being an 80s baby. I was an 80s baby. I was just talking to Godfrey on the phone today about how everything used to be just so much better. We honestly sound like two old guys going, back in my day we had, but we were like talking about how great everything was, like from the movies, the music, the fashion. I just went and saw that Air movie with Jason Bateman and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon about Michael Jordan and them pursuing him and how he changed sneaker culture. And
yeah,
it was. I mean, it was good. It was well done. I knew the story.
It.
I knew the story, and it was fun, and it was definitely a tip of hat to the '80s. And there was so much cool shit in the '80s, but it made me nostalgic. Excuse me. All right, let's get to the last story. Again, you guys can always DM me on the Patreon or email me for the mailbag of assholes. We just did the Cumia one today because that was kind of directed towards us. This one happened in Louisville. Anybody in the chat live in Louisville or have family in Louisville?
I have the neighbor from the house that we moved out of. They were from that area, and apparently they know two of the victims that passed away.
A Louisville bank employee armed with a rifle opened fire at his workplace Monday morning, killing 5 people.
He was fired and came back or something. Is that right?
Is that the story? I didn't read it.
I think so.
He got fired.
Well, that's the other wild thing about it was he was live streaming it on Instagram.
Everyone's live streaming now, man. I'm live streaming. Follow my Instagram.
That's crazy.
Today, unfortunately, is a sad day within our city. At 8:38, there's a report of shots fired at Old National Bank.
How come when all the Black Lives Matters, everything was going on, they're always saying, like, you know, fuck cops, you know, police officers, defund the police. But every cop I see now is a black woman, an Asian woman. It's just like, are we still defunding the police here? Because, you know.
You think that's a coincidence?
Yeah, it's very odd.
Officers were on scene within 3 minutes. The suspect shot at officers. We then returned fire and stopped that threat. The suspect is deceased.
All right. So the guy's dead.
Guy's dead.
Good
It's the only
job.
way to take him out.
Good job to law
For these
enforcement.
fucking people to do this, and then he's I don't know.
Dislabeled. Shout out Joe Exotic. This thing is as NLL refused to go on Win by 2 to talk to Corey Adams. If that's really him, I refuse to believe that. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. This chat room takes on it's a separate show at this point. We're doing a show. They're doing a show.
There's a lot going on over there.
Well, guys, we did it. We got to the end. It's another sit-down Zumock in the books. We're going to have to do something big for number 500. We have to come up with a good idea. Get a guest. Who would you want on as a guest?
Cumia.
I don't think he's coming on. I don't really want him on.
I don't know, man.
Sam Tripoli and Jim Brewer.
No, that'd be fun.
Be a lot of conspiracy talk right there. A lot of tinfoil hat. Somebody says in the chat, steel toe. Yeah, I'm not having him on his 500. Dick Fitzwell says,
one.
Dice. Dice will never do my podcast. Rogue says, Opie. I don't know if Opie would do my podcast. Then again, I saw him doing Jake Hudson, so he might. Florentine. All right.
Florentine's good.
Owen Benjamin.
Fuck it, dude. Jake Hudson.
Jake Hudson. Kevin Brennan is the king. So we'll see. We'll think about it. We're not there yet. If you tuned in late, this will be up on Patreon later. It will also be members only. If you don't even want to contribute that way, just share it. Leave a rating, a review, whatever you can do to help. But before we go, do you have anything you want to plug, Tyler?
I didn't get to think about it.
All right. Do you want to think about it for next week?
Yeah. Maybe I'll come up with something. I'll start giving out my children's 529 information.
There you
can
go.
go donate to my children's college tuition.
Well, guys, this is the flagship show, Sit Down Zumock, the one that started it all. We do it every Tuesday at 12:30. Bookmark it. Write it down. Jump in. You could contribute, do whatever you want. We do Mondays with Mazers on Monday. Cumia's Cucks 105 on Sunday. Hank Zerman just signed up to the Patreon. Oh, Zayman. Hank Zayman just signed up. All right.
Look at that.
There we go.
Kevin.
See, Kevin, we're doing well over here. Tomorrow, or actually Thursday, Tampa Side Splitters with Shuley. So if you live in St. Pete, Brandon, anywhere nearby, Orlando, come on down for the show. It should be a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of stand-up in the books because I am killing it with the podcast these days. Thank you again for the support. For my man Tyler, it's me, the Mud Shark. We'll see you next Tuesday. That's a wrap.